Marvel just dropped their Wakanda Forever trailer. We see a female Black Panther, presumably Shuri, which everybody is guessing. Does this look insufferable? Like everything else almost that Marvel has been releasing lately? Or does it actually look pretty good? Let's go ahead and dive in, and I will share my opinions here. Now, I'm going to just quickly kind of glance over some of this trailer here with you guys. I already watched. If you haven't seen it yet, then yeah, you can just watch it from Marvel's channels because I can't play the sound and all that kind of stuff, and I have to keep the screen small so I do not get copyright strike. But basically, yeah, you kind of get the gist of everything. Everyone mourning T'Challa, and yeah, you got Shuri there, as expected, Namor, and so on and so forth, okay? Now, the biggest part of this trailer, of course, is at the end with the reveal. Man, I just pushed it at the perfect time. Here you have female Black Panther, or I don't know if they're calling her Black Panther exactly, or this, presumably Shuri, with the Black Panther outfit right here. Okay, this is what we're working with. All right, Wakanda Forever. And now here's something that I wanted to note as well, because notice how this is called Marvel Studios Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So it's not like Black Panther 2, and see how the Black Panther is in the small text, and then it's just Wakanda Forever in the large text there. So what this kind of, the message is at least sends to me, and my impression of it here, is that this is being treated kind of like a mix between a sequel and a spinoff, because, I mean, this is a lot of stuff happened, obviously, with Chadwick Boseman passing, and you know, like, it changed the game. It changed what we expect to see from Black Panther moving forward, and instead of just recasting for the character, because I think they felt it was too soon and it would be disrespectful, then they've done this, okay? Now, from what I've seen, some of the backlash so far has been from one of the bigger complaints. I know Namor, his origins, all that, I want to say, because he's supposed to be Atlantean, I believe. There's some stuff there. And then you've got, where is she? You got Ironheart in here somewhere, okay? I do feel like my best guess is that, you know, they're setting this up because they want an Ironheart movie or series, and maybe they've already announced it and I just missed it, but this was their way of like trying to get some interest in her character so that they can give her own stuff. To my knowledge, the Ironheart comics didn't even perform well or anything like that, so I just think in cases like this, is if you can't garner enough attention and enough fans from, you know, the comics in this case, and obviously what you think of with Marvel is comics, then why are you forcing her into things when there wasn't enough interest there, right? But I digress. Let's go ahead and stay at on the topic at hand instead of that. I will say I really liked the first Black Panther movie. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. And so when it comes to Wakanda Forever, I am curious. I'm not, you know, a lot of stuff that Marvel has made recently has been absolutely abysmally terribly bad, and so what you see on my channel, especially if I talk about Marvel more often than not with the new stuff, I will be critical of it and not like it. And in this case, I have mixed feelings, and I have not seen enough for me to be more conclusive on whether I think this is going to be good or not. But I will watch it simply because, like I said, I liked the first Black Panther movie, and so I definitely want to see if this is good as well. Because here's some of the positive things I think about, you know, with the first Black Panther movie. I think that they casted it really well. I think that the actors portraying the characters that they did were amazing. I really like Okoye, I believe her name was, the character name. Her actress was, she was in The Walking Dead. Michonne, who is my favorite character in The Walking Dead. So I really liked her. And then, I do think it's well casted, and I do really like what they've done with, like, the wardrobes. Looks great, okay? That said, what makes me skeptical and what makes me have a lot of questions is just what Marvel has been doing so much of in general with a lot of the recent movies that we've seen, and it seems like they've tried to inject a lot of more woke elements into things. What this has done, unfortunately, is it's made everybody question, and it's made everybody like, okay, wait a minute. In this case, a woman is taking the helm again. And so people are already jaded because Marvel has recently been taking these properties from male characters like Thor, and hijacking their own shows, movies, TV shows, whatever it may be, hijacking their limelight with some of the female characters. And, you know, that's why the term MCU has been coined, because that is an agenda on what they've been doing. It's almost like they don't feel confident enough in their female characters in general. Apparently they haven't been able to write well enough stories with female leads in general, or are too lazy and uninspired to create new stories with female characters, so they make them kind of piggyback off of a male character's legacy. Unfortunately, what that has done is it's made people skeptical, and it's made people assume that that's going to be what keeps going on. And I think the fact that the fact that they've done this, you know, when we've seen, like, even with Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness, it's like Wanda kind of took the limelight from him there, America Chavez and all that. Because we keep seeing continually these female characters kind of take over and hijack the limelight from the male characters and kind of piggybacking and riding their coattails. What this has done is it's made people see, presumably Shuri here, in the Black Panther suit, and say, well, crap, this is woke, this is gonna suck. When, what if it doesn't? What if it is good? And because of what Marvel has already wrecked their whole reputation with this stuff, what if this does give off that vibe now? Which is sad, because this is a different situation. This is a situation where they didn't feel comfortable recasting T'Challa, given the fact that Chadwick Boseman died, and they may have felt that would be a disrespectful thing. Now, I'm kind of torn on this. On one hand, I think, yeah, that would be really soon, and that would suck for the families to kind of see that, I guess, and be like, oh, so he just meant nothing, he meant nothing. But on the other hand, when you're really focusing on a property like Black Panther, people want to see Black Panther. And for me, a good comparison to this is to think about Tomb Raider, for example, because y'all know, and I gotta inject Tomb Raider in almost every video I make. Some people love that, some people hate it. Hey, that's fine. But if I were to think of, let's think of a new Tomb Raider movie that were to come out, for example. Let's say they actually did it right. Let's say they did it great. And let's say that the actress they picked for Lara Croft was just phenomenal and perfect. This new actress that just was like, yes, she is the moment. She is Lara Croft. She's perfect. And then say some tragic accident happened between that first movie and then the sequel that they're planning, and she were to pass or something. And then they were to say, okay, well, we can't recast another Lara Croft, so let's take another side character and make him the main character, right? And just make it where Lara Croft died, you know, essentially. I wouldn't like that. I gotta be honest, I wouldn't like that. So that's why I'm a little torn in this situation, and that I think, I wonder if there could have been a way where they could have entertained the idea of possibly recasting T'Challa in this situation. So I don't know. And then when you do think about Shuri in this kind of thing, here's a tweet that Scott Campbell made. He says, who saw the new Marvel Studios Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer? Are you looking forward to the sequel? Swipe through to see my covers for Shuri donning the Black Panther outfit for the first time in Marvel Comics back in 2009. Okay, so this has happened before. This isn't a new thing, and that is something to consider. This isn't just some brand new, like, hijacking thing. That they actually, there is some sort of argument here for accuracy. Obviously a spin on that accuracy, I guess you could say. And Scott Campbell is one of my favorite artists of all time. I love his work, and as you can see here, he just did a stunning job on these artworks. So I am a big fan of that. So that being said, for me, that is just my biggest concern, is that I don't want them to completely woke wash this. And I think that one reason why we do see a lot of the woke narrative injected into a lot of stuff, and when you think about something like She-Hulk, for example, which you can see I've made plenty of videos on that, it's terrible, it's trash. And I think that they kind of use a lot of their the woke content as a shield to mask the fact that they have bad writers. And this is what happens when you have measly degrees on gender studies, whatever else these crazy made up degrees are that people have gotten. And now these people who have gotten these crazy degrees and have been indoctrinated by colleges with these wacko degrees are now writing content for these movies that we're watching. And clearly, as you can imagine, they're doing a terrible job. And so I feel like when it comes to Black Panther, and when you think about the first Black Panther movie, it stood on its own so well. They don't have to inject wokeness into this. They don't have to preach at the audience. They don't have to guilt trip the audience to watch it if they actually make this good, just like they did the first Black Panther movie, and was a major success because it was a good movie. So time is going to tell. I want to be excited for this. I really do. But I'm not. I'm skeptical. But I'm not writing it off at this point. So I do want to see it. And of course, when it drops next month, I'll watch it. I'll make a review video of it. And I look forward to seeing what you guys think as well. So anyway, that is that. That's my opinions. Oh, here we go. Screen capture still on here. So that's my opinions on all of this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm really curious to weigh in, for you guys to weigh in, because I can understand the being skeptical about it. And I can understand feeling burned by Marvel in general, given everything that they've done. I guess for me, I'm just somewhat hopeful for some reason. That's got me burned before, but we'll see. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.